everybody, it's MC from Not Just Scrapbooks, and I am here with a new mini album that I just finished yesterday. Actually, I put some finishing touches on it today. And as you can see, it is a teapot. And I used Marion Smith Mad Tea Party paper collection. So all the papers from there, from that collection, and you can find that on my in my Zibbet store. That's MCCPLG on Zibbet. And I will put a link below. And also the actual shape mini album, the teapot itself, is a chipboard album from Sawcrafters store. And I thought it was really cute. And right now I'm into using collections to some extent. I kind of like the idea of using a teapot for Mad Tea Party. And I kind of like the idea. I'm about to start another one with the Graphic 45 typography. And I am going to use a typewriter album for that one. I thought that kind of cool too. So anyway, let's get started. I decided to bind it with a ball chain from Tim Holtz, and that was the biggest challenge for me for this album, was figuring out how to bind it, because basically it comes with no holes except those pretty heart holes that you can see here, and you could bind it by the handle, but I figured that if I did the handle, then the ball chain or the ribbon or whatever I used would always be falling down the whole handle. So that didn't really work for me. So anyway, I decided to put it through the first heart here, and I put my ball link right there, and then I made holes with my crocodile in the spot matching the little heart on all my other pages. So that's how I did it. And all of this is fussy cut from the paper. And there's a couple of layers here because I put some foam dots underneath. This part here is one piece, and then this here is another piece. That there is a different piece. And then I have Prima flower over here, and Prima flower over there, and I think this might be a Recollections flower or maybe a Kaisercraft, I'm not sure. Then I have a little bit of seam binding that I got a while back at Wild Orchid Crafts, and I put that on one of the Tim Holtz fragments, and I glued some of the paper from the paper collection to the fragment, and then I didn't put my flowers on the side that is the plastic. I put my flowers on the side of the paper, and that way I think it will hold better and longer. And then I decided at the last minute to put that through the ball chain at the front. I also debated on how to actually hang that. I knew I wanted to hang it because it was kind of cute, and I thought it finished the album quite well. I have yet to decide if there's going to be a title on this album, and that may be up to whoever gets it. So anyway, let's see what I did inside. And I am working around my tripod today. So here is the first page. And I'm going to try to stay in frame here because it's not always that easy. And I have one of those... what are they called? They're not wax paper, but, little envelope here. And I put some of the paper that I cut leftovers. This was a leftover from this paper. And I just added a tag to it. And then there's a couple more to put some pictures on. Or maybe there's only one more here that you can put picture on. And that goes back in here. And as you know, I like to have a lot of places for people to put pictures or journaling tags or that kind of thing. And so there are 3 more places here where you can put pictures on one or both sides, depending on what you want. And then you just slide it right back here. I have some Want to Scrap bling here on the side. And you kind of have to lift this up a little bit. And I have a bubble from Recollections. Let me show you that up closer, if I can get here. And if my camera decides to cooperate, come on, camera. Oh dear. Sometimes they will, and sometimes they won't. And I use my Spectrum Noir pens on the flower, and then just a little bit of stickles on the leaves, and then I have another Prima flower here, and then a little lace. It's a lace trim that I've had in my stash for a little bit. Not sure where it came from originally. And then some flowers. I think these may be Wild Orchid Crafts as well, or maybe anyway. And this one is Petaloo. On this side, I left a lot of space for a picture. The paper is really cute on its own, but I just wanted to leave a lot of space for a picture. And at the bottom, I have some half-back pearl that I got from MB Treasurista's website. And right now I'm having a few communication problems with her, so we'll see what happens. I've tried to fix an order, and anyway, no big deal. This is a flower from Erica that I use my Spectrum Noir pens on, and this is also a flower. It's from Erica. She is Crafting Erica on YouTube, and I also decided to do a little bit of work on this flower so it would not be white anymore. Like both of these, that one was also white when I started. And these are Kaiser Craft, and the leaves are Recollection, and then I believe this is a Spare Parts. And there's a nice, like I said, a nice space right in here to put a picture. Now my next page is more in the teal aqua blue colors, and they kind of go together. On this side, I have some Kaiser Craft rose here, and some of the Wild Orchid Craft flowers, and then I have two Primas and some of the little tags from the paper collection, and I created a little pocket in here at the bottom of the, and so you've got room to journal, and then just a cute couple little tags here, and you could put a picture. You've got room for a picture over on the back, and then there's room to put some pictures here and a little bit of journaling. I kept it pretty simple, just because the paper is so pretty and ornate. I didn't really want to compete with it. And on this side, I created another pocket using the paper, and all I did is I glued the paper on this way. And the paper also has this pretty teapot, and let me lift this up a little bit for you. And what I did is I cut two of these out. I cut this part of the paper all the way over, and then I just cut again, as you can, I don't know if you can tell, but it's dimensional. There you can tell. And so I put this on pop dots on foam squares, actually, one on top of the other, so that it creates dimension and it looks like a 3D embellishment. And then I have a little bit of that lace trim that's stuck underneath these three flowers. And then again, this is some lace trim I had gotten from MB Treasurista's website. And let me see what else here. And then I've got some more of the little tags from the collection and sayings, little deeds like little seeds, grow and grow and grow. Some are flowers and some are weeds, giving joy or woe. Let us sow but happy deeds everywhere we go. And this one says, come and join me at my birthday party. So that's kind of cute too. It's like a little invitation. And there's a little bit more of paper here to go ahead and add more pictures, because pictures are important in an album. And a lot of people think that you can't put a lot of pictures when you're doing a mini album. But let me tell you, there's a lot of space in here for a lot of pictures. Now, on this side, I left it pretty plain, just room for one picture. And again, this time I left, this is a flower I got from Erica, Crafting Erica on YouTube. Thanks a lot again, Erica. And then these are Kaisercraft flowers, and this is the same trim from MB Treasuristas from Misty's store. On this side, I have some of the cutouts. Again, there's like 3 or 4 different layers. And in order to put them together and create a pocket, I don't know if you can tell, but I've got that on an acetate. And then the acetate goes from here to here, and then it's cut to follow the shape over here. And this is from the paper. And then again, this is from one of the paper sheets, little parts that I had left over. And I think there's 3 or 4 different pieces in here to create the effect I wanted. And then back here, we have more places to put pictures and to write. We have 2 mats. So, that's kind of 4 pictures. It's hard to even put 4 pictures on a 12 by 12 layout. So, and you could put a picture behind here. Let me see here. And then there's a couple of other things. And of course, like I said, all of this is from the collection. And then we have the last 2 pages. And you know me, I love minis inside of a mini. So this is my mini inside a mini, and it looks like a cup on top of a teapot. And some more of the same lace. And these are old Prima flowers from my stash. And this is from the paper collection. So is this. And then I've got a little square doily on the back here. And then this is again from my stash. It's from Basil papers from a while back. And normally this sits like this, so that you know that you don't have to open it. Then when you open it here, you get inside. And to hold the album inside, I use magnets. So there's a magnet on here. I don't know if you can hear it. And then here, when I was closing the album, I discovered that it would slip this way, because when I have to open it, I'm usually have to tilt it. And so I didn't want it to fall. So I put this band on it. And again, the band has a magnet right here. And then it has a magnet underneath here. And that's good enough to hold the album in place. So that's kind of cool. And then this is the mini that's inside. And it's got a couple of ways of opening up. You can take this out. And then you've got different parts. And this will open like this with a little pocket. There's room for some journaling and a few more of the little cards. And then this opens up and allows you to put, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 different pictures or more writing. And then to put it back, you just put it in like this. This slips into the leaves and the paper cut out here. And so you see some of it is here and some of it is there, and then they all fit nicely together. And there you go. And then it fits right back in here. And you close this, and you close this, and you close this, and you're done. And then over here is my final little piece. And I hope that all of this was in frame. If not, I'm going to have to reshoot it. And I don't have much time because I'm actually Crafting Erica and I are going to do crop. We're venturing at a crop this weekend. She's going to be my big helper this weekend. My regular helper, Angie, unfortunately could not make it. She is now working nights at Amazon. So hopefully she will eventually get put on the day shift, because I know the night shift is really, really tough on her and her family and her girls right now. she doesn't get to see her girls as much as she'd like to. Somehow I have gotten my little girls here stuck. I'm going to have to fix that later. This is also from the paper collection, and I had to really hold myself back from cutting these out and playing with them. But I thought that that might be something that the person that gets the album may want to do. So right now she's just going back in here. And then in here, in this little pocket, I have some more of the cutouts from the collection. So that's just more, you know what, you can put pictures on here too. And then the Queen of Hearts. And I happen to like this one on top. And it goes right back here in the paper. And that slides right back over here. And there we go. And so that is my Teapot album. I sure hope you liked it. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope that you enjoyed watching what it ended up looking like. And as usual, like, you know, I never put pictures in my stuff. That's just, if I do put pictures in things, it usually ends up being much later. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with you sometime very soon, I hope. Meanwhile, have a really happy Halloween. Be safe out there, and have a nice weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.